You guys know what time it is. You're listening to the All Burgundy and Go Errrything pregame show powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM Hopewell, Virginia. We got the homie George with me in the building, waiting on the homie Glen. But what's good, George?
Ready to see if there's still any signs of life today, because I'll tell you what, if we get something like last week, there might be time to have some hard conversations.
Hey man, look, man, just enjoy football. I don't even know what you like. Just enjoy football, man. Like, what are we doing? It's football. That's all you got to do. Just enjoy football. There's no expectations. There's no more expectations. All right, enjoy football. That's what you got. That's what you got. Yeah.
Maybe not for you. I'm expecting something today.
Okay, that's what's up, George. I love your positivity. I love your positivity. You know
more like I better get something today, or something else is going to need to happen.
Look, it's snowing. It's snowing out there. People, it's cold. It's crazy. Like, I don't know how much we're gonna get for real, but it is what it is. Hey, before we introduce our cool guest, you know the regulars. She's dope. You already know what time it is. We got to knock out some logistics. Hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search All Burgundy and Go Errrything. Hit us up on X, IG, and TikTok at ABG_Errrything. Also, like our All Burgundy and Go Errrything Facebook page. Don't forget to tweet. Don't forget to subscribe to our All Burgundy and Go Errrything YouTube channel. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support our show. The super chats will be prioritized over all comments in the chat. Our pregame is also streaming live on the Urban Sports Scene X account as well. All right, here's the rundown. We'll chat with Bowie TV's Commanders reporter Candi Waller. She'll be joining us live from MetLife Stadium. We'll also talk about the keys for Commanders victory and predictions. And then finally, we'll select our Commanders fantasy football selection for the day. It's playoff time for a lot of you fantasy folks. So we'll let y'all know which, guys y'all got to select. But all right, let's not waste any time. Live from the press box in MetLife Stadium, we got Bowie TV's Commanders reporter Candi Waller on with us. What's going on, Candi? Oh, I had you muted. That's my fault, Candi. There you go. Oh. Right, now, what's going on, Candi? That's my fault.
Nothing. What's going on? I'm putting on. So, is this red or is this burgundy?
What this is like?
What I'm wearing?
I mean, to me,
it's red to me.
They look red. Red. They're red. They all like. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's all about like. It kind of the same to me. Red and burgundy is kind of the same. I don't really be knowing the difference like that. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
It's like you should dress the Commanders. I'm like, no, I'm not. But
anyway, you kind of are. I mean, you kind of are looking like. I mean, you are. You kind of are looking like a Commanders. Like you part of the squad. I ain't gonna hold you.
Everybody keeps asking me where to go, and I'm like, I don't work with here. But
yeah.
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
How? Well, Candi, like we always ask. Well, Paul, quick on. He says, "What did my man Paul say?"
Back on my agenda.
He always wants me to be wearing burgundy.
Yeah, I know, right? Paul is. All right, so Candi, we always ask this question: any notable actives and actives?
Yes, Chris Rodriguez is out.
Yeah, okay.
He is out.
Yeah, okay.
I am. He, was dealing with a groin injury.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess warm-ups didn't go well, and in this weather,
it's cold. Yeah, I heard.
Said he's a no-go. So I think that is the most notable inactive, along with Jonathan Jones. Jonathan Jones had a rib injury. He got last week in the game, and he's a player that's been injured off and on since camp, and so he is out again over the weekend. The team elevated corner Darius Rush. So now we know why, because I kind of figured that Jonathan Jones may be in fact out, but C-Rob was a game time decision and he is inactive. I think that is the biggest news of the day, because considering the weather, you want to be running the football. There's really no excuse to not run the football today. So it's unfortunate he's not playing, but that's more, J Mac and Bill.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, hey, George.
Yes. Last week was so terrible and was just.
For everybody. You sound so depressed when you said that.
Well, it was. I mean,
It was.
They were, despite having a 7-game losing streak, favored in that game, and were totally blasted out of the water.
It was bad.
I know you always say they kind of keep it the same, whatever the situation is. But that had to be chastening for them because they had taken a couple steps forward and they went way backwards. Did you see anything or hear anything different in the tones of what players and coaches were saying during the week?
Not really. I mean, last week was bad. Then with Zach Ertz getting injured, that just made it even worse. Um, Wednesday was probably the first day that I've since covering this regime last year and this year that I kind of felt like like it's a mess. You know what I mean? Um, Thursday and Friday was right back to how they always are.
Mm-hmm.
It was right. It's just right back to how they always are. Um, yeah.
So I do ask this question. Where Paul has a question, and he says, "Candi, if they lose today in the manner they did last week, how does the front office deals move forward? Deals moving forward."
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I
Yeah.
think
That's a loaded question, Paul. You're right. That is a loaded
yeah. I mean, because they got after today they got 3 more games.
Mhm.
I don't know. It remains to be seen if this is. I mean, if you go back to the front office, right? They made. If you go back to the ownership, excuse me,
Mhm.
their first ownership year. Remember, Ron Rivera was still the coach. They waited until the end of the year
Mhm.
to fire Ron Rivera.
Yeah.
Right now, Ron Rivera fired Jack Del Rio. After the
Yeah.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
massacre
Yeah.
in Dallas. Right. Well, it remains to be seen how Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, anybody else, how they move.
Mhm.
If for example, to George's question, and Paul's question, if they don't score again, is
Mhm.
Cliff gone tomorrow?
Mhm.
Or tonight? I don't know.
Mhm.
Or do they just wait until the end of the season, which is in a
Mhm.
few weeks? You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, hey, even in the question that I asked Cliff on Thursday, he said, not scoring just doesn't happen in the NFL, and it doesn't.
Mhm.
Now that doesn't happen. And as far as I'm concerned, he better be calling the game his life today.
I know that's right. So in terms of Bobby Wagner who's dealing with a knee injury. He's all go. He's now on the
Mm-hmm.
injury list. Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
George.
out there.
You out there? Okay. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think everybody knows how I feel like of late, and you know this. I'm not anti Bobby, but I am in a situation where I do want to see the young dudes play now. Like I'm kind of like I want to see all the young dudes play.
I mean, they're playing.
Oh no, not like that. I mean
They're not
playing
gonna
in
play.
position.
Yeah, they're not gonna play 100% of the snaps
Yeah,
unless,
yeah,
unless you're Josh Connolly. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like unless
yeah.
like Mikey, Josh,
Mm-hmm,
they're gonna play
mm-hmm.
100% because they have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I
So
know. Oh, I know. I mean,
they're
I
just
know the practicality of it is like not gonna happen, but like I would
no,
like to see some of these dudes that like to
not
really.
unless somebody get hurt. I mean, like to the point of like, I mean, there's 4 whole games left, so this isn't like it's not practical in the NFL to have all of your rookies that aren't starters play
Mm-hmm,
100% of the snaps when you have 4 games left to play. Like it doesn't happen. Like that's just
mm-hmm,
not what people do. So you may see them play in 30 minutes of a game
mm-hmm.
or something like that when there's one more game left
Yeah.
or something like that. But it's not something that happens with 32 teams. Like no team does that.
Mm-hmm,
Even if it makes sense, it's just literally no team does it. Not with a month left to play.
mm-hmm.
Could you see it with in the last game or something?
Yeah.
Sure, but it's not gonna happen um, with a month left of football.
Yeah. Yeah. This one too. Hey, George, you have a question for Candy?
Yes, I do. We didn't face this quarterback, Jackson Dart.
Mm.
the first game. Jackson Dart has changed a lot of things for the Giants. Ignore their record.
Yep.
And I know he's had concussion issues and all this, but he hasn't had one snap of Malik Neighbors. You know, he lost Scadaboo, 3 weeks after he became the starter. I mean, I think Jackson Dart has completely changed the trajectory of the Giants, even with what's happened this year. You know, what was the feeling about him? What's the feeling about him inside the building? You know, how do they view him compared to facing Russell Wilson the first time?
I mean, he's good. Jackson Dart's pretty good. You know what I mean? His energy is there. The team is behind him 100%. This isn't a situation where the team is just like, I don't know who this guy is. No, he's got the energy. He's got the swag. The team is about him 1,000%. He is a fighter. You know, he is aggressive. He absolutely wants to win. I mean, he just was facing, I actually watched one of his press conferences not too long ago because it's interesting. This notion of how people play, he's getting that same backlash as Jayden does.
Absolutely.
So he's getting that same backlash, and he's like, and he's quick on the draw. He's like, what y'all want me to do? This is how I play. This is how I've been playing my whole entire life. So he gonna go for it. And he is somebody that is going to go toe to toe with you. This team was very upset when they lost to the New England Patriots. They're going to be doing all they can to win this football game. And Jackson Dart is going to be a very, very active contributor to that.
Yeah, I think that I mean, Sierra's husband compared to Jackson Dart is like night and day. Like it's not.
Absolutely, it's not even close.
Like I'm not going to even like this is like honestly, to be honest with you, like they're lucky they're not even playing Jameis. To be real with y'all, they're lucky they're not playing Jameis because Jameis been throwing for like 400 yards on this team. That's the fact.
And not even that. I mean, you probably see him as a receiver. like you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they're being super creative. The Giants are coming off the bye, and this Commanders team just does not do good. They just do not do well playing against a team that's coming off.
That's a good point. Very good point. That's a very, very good point.
They just don't, and so it could be a long day in the Meadowlands.
It could be the weather, running game. It's a lot going on. I mean, I just want to be. I mean, truth be told, I'm only watching this game for young dudes. I don't really. Again, this game has no impact for me in terms. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm very upfront. I only care about young dudes in this game. Anything else, I don't really care about. Like if I'm a fan of some of these dudes, but like I watch a lot of these dudes play for a long time. But I'm like, when they make a play, I'm like, okay, I just need to see something that's going to carry on the next year for some of these guys that need some confidence, regardless of how many snaps they get. Like Treylon Burks, I want to see what Treylon Burks gets an opportunity. He makes some plays. I don't care for Noah Brown. I'm gonna lie. I can't sit here and lie to people. I won't care for Noah Brown. I don't. And if he makes a great catch, great for Noah Brown too. I'm not, and it's all credit for him. But all these other these other vets at this point, Ben Sinnott, this your opportunity. I mean, it's unfortunate they're happening to Zach Ertz. I gotta see what you can do out there too as well. So for me, when I watch this game, all I care about is like, because this season there's nothing that you're gonna get out of this season that's gonna make any fan. I'm speaking for the fans. Ain't make any fan feel a certain way. Like, oh wow, like we beat this team. The only games that will probably matter, to be real with you, they spoil like the Eagles or the Cowboys' chances. But like the Giants game, both teams are terrible. So I don't know how anybody can go here and be like, wow, ooh, we did that. I'm like, no, we played another bad team.
It's the Giants, though, and if you hate the Giants as much as some of us do, it still feels good.
It ain't Lawrence Taylor Giants. It ain't Lawrence Taylor Giants. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I do want to acknowledge. I'm not sure who said it. It might have been Paul.
Yeah.
The Giants can score. They've been losing. That's why their defensive coordinator ended up getting fired a couple of weeks ago, right? Because they've been scoring points and then losing the game in the fourth quarter. So that's why I said this is not going to be, another team coming off the bye that can score is an issue for Dan Quinn's defense.
Oh, that's a good question.
And so it's not. It could be bad all over again.
Yeah. The 54 said, just for you, a question for you, Candi. Said, how important are the 4 divisional games to end the season for next season? That's a good question.
I mean, here's the thing for me. Offensively, you're only down 2 people, and that's Austin and Luke. So y'all need to play.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing your starters. Y'all need to play. Every single person needs to play because at the end of the day, the last 4 games of the season, you still got to make a decision on who you're going to keep and who you're not. I mean, and that for me, that's across the board. I mean, all of this is a job interview for
Yeah,
everybody.
that's a fact.
Whoever, it's a job interview. You got a month to show and prove. You got a month to do something. To say you're going to be a part of the Washington Commanders organization. So it's still important. You know what I mean? Because division is still a division, and you still have to, even in preparing for the future, you really still have to be very, very keen on what you have and who you have. If for me, that's everybody from the coordinator to the position coaches to the players. Because I don't think enough gets talked about in terms of coordinator and position coaches for players.
100%.
I still need to see something, right? And preparedness for the game. Um, I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, I think I reposted Donna's clip of Von Miller and Jacob Martin talking about spoiling people's Christmases. I love the attitude. I do love the attitude. Don't lay down. Nobody else is laying down. It's a job interview. You got to work. You want a job, and so let's see what happens. I mean, it could be a very long day. I'm not out here. I'm never out here to gas y'all. I'm never gonna gas y'all because teams coming off a bye. This Giants team can score. The Commanders' offense hasn't been able to score, so they're not able to go toe to toe with like anybody when it comes to scoring. And we know that the defense isn't able to stop anybody. So this is somebody better do something.
They giving out zeros. We see they're doing out zeros of late.
Crazy.
Thank you. Paul said, thanks, Candi, for answering my question about coaches auditioning to retain their positions.
Because being friends is all good, but I'm not, but you can still be friends and not work for me,
Yeah, I got
if you understand what I'm saying.
No, I got you. George, you got a question for Candi? Before
we let her go.
Yeah.
One of the few good things out of last week was that Mikey Sanders still made some really good plays on the outside against Justin Jefferson. Do you feel like it's starting to turn around for him?
Yeah, they should have kept him outside.
Yes.
I feel like between last year and this year, we have enough data points to say he's been more effective outside than inside, understanding what he did in college. But hey, this is the NFL, and he's gotten acclimated. We saw a natural progression for him last season. His season last year, it kind of reminds me of Josh Connolly's season this year, where you saw like a natural progression and at a new position, position, and it worked out very well. It put him back to what he did in college, and it didn't work out. I feel like that experiment failed terribly. And unfortunately, and this is one of my questions and one of the things that I'm doing data collection and fact finding on, and we'll talk about this more when we, tomorrow night, but why did it take you so long to put him back outside? Like, why did somebody have to get hurt? Why did 2 people have to get hurt in order for you to put him back to where he was most effective? It's a lot of questions. But and those types of questions are questions leading into next season, because he's a young guy, and you got to see what you have. If he's better on the outside, keep him there. What are you going to do on the inside? That becomes the question, right? What do you need? Who do you need to pick up in free agency? Who do you need to draft? Because I just think it's kind of now that position has become more second nature for him, and you have seen him do better in recent weeks when they moved him.
Yeah, I said this. Yeah, moved it back, and I'm with you. Like, I was confused with it too. I mean, someone's playing so well at a particular position that you move them. It makes no sense in football. Period. It's like you just overthought. It makes no sense regardless. So but it's it is what it is. We'll see how he continues to play, because he's a guy I'm interested. I mean, not because I'm a Michigan fan, but he's a guy that I'm interested to see play as a young guy, just to see how he tries to turn the season around in these last 4 games. This game, he ain't going to be as tested I mean, he's going to be tested because the Giants still score, and I think Will Robinson's out there. He's been playing great football. But you're going to have, but he's going to be tested during this whole week with, the Cowboys receivers, the Eagles receivers. So he'll be tested throughout these few remaining weeks. So that's going to be something good if you're a Commander, being a Commanders fan. You want to see what happens next, down the road with some of these young guys. That's one player you can keep an eye on. Candi, what we always use your clues. What clues should we be looking at?
I mean, everybody keeps saying they want the young guys to play, and I'd be like, they're playing. But listen, people can't afford to look bad out here.
Mm-hmm.
So, as much as people may use your clues, people can't afford to look bad. They have to put their best effort forward. This is not practice for people that don't typically play. If you're on the football field, you need to be playing like you mean it. Okay? That's what this month is, right? Because to your exact point, Dallas is going to be trying to win the division still and make the playoffs. The Eagles are definitely going to still be they're playing their best players. The Washington Commanders need to play theirs. This isn't tryouts. So this is what I'm saying today, right? Like, this ain't tryouts, y'all. This ain't opportunity. You have an opportunity, like going back to the tight end group. Use your clues. Your eyes need to be peeled to the tight ends. Okay, and not in a way where it's like, well, Ben Sinnott should have been playing. No, it's the best person for the position played. He's hurt now, so there should not be a drop off. That's what you gotta look at. It shouldn't be a huge dip because you've been learning for a year and a half now. You've been working in this system for a year and a half now, so you need to come in high. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? You need to come in high. This is not a development. This ain't development for you, right? So that's another clue too. This isn't tryouts. People need to be putting their best foot forward. Keep your eyes on the tight end group. Keep your eyes on the scoreboard. Because if this offense is not able to score, it's been something I've been talking about since week 7 in Dallas. So I'm tired of talking about it, but it's a consistent issue. If they're not able to score, use your clues on who's staying and who's going. Okay? Because you do have a fairly healthy offense now.
Okay.
So there's no excuses there. Today isn't the day to be creative, super creative. If you have to, just do what makes sense. So if you see more, you're at the 1 yard line and there's 3 pass plays and all that, it's not doing what makes sense. Or just kicking the field goal so you can go ahead and take the points and get up, out of here. You're also going to have to see something from Dan Quinn's defense today. Okay, I brought this up last week. I said J.J. McCarthy needs to have a long day. He didn't. Nobody watched the show. Nobody heard what I said. Looked like a superstar. Don't let
12-minute drive. 12-minute touchdown drive.
Man, JJ was so good.
Jackson, don't do that today. And I've been saying, and we know the pass rush is on IR, but I still haven't heard. Well, last week I said this, I'm going to say it again. I'm not hearing the names of the interior defensive linemen.
Yeah,
I'm not hearing their names at all. And that's the first level of defense. There's so much that gets put on the linebackers in the secondary when the reality is if your defensive line is creating havoc, it makes it easier for the other 2 levels.
Agreed.
You have to, we're not hearing those names. We're not hearing Deron and Javon and Johnny. We're not hearing those names. We need to hear their names in a positive way, not because they get kicked out the football game. Okay. So those are some more clues.
All right, I gotta stop you. Sorry. Hey, Mama Waller.
Hi, Mama Waller.
Hey, Mama Waller.
Yeah, she's
Hope
gonna
you're
be
having a
safe.
great day. Hope you're having a great day. Be safe out there too, my wall. It's snowing and stuff. It's terrible out here.
Yes, it's snow. Well, the snow stopped here, so
Yeah. Oh, it
you
stopped
know.
over here. I think it stopped
Okay,
over
it
here.
stopped there. Okay,
Yeah.
so I hope those. If you got to kick a field goal, please make them Jake Moody because for the love of life, I have no
Man,
idea
he a
why they kick
Michigan
it.
dude. He gonna make his kicks. He need
Uh,
to.
Yeah, please.
He gonna make his kicks. Man. We gotta worry about Jake. We ain't dealing with no freaking what's the old boy's name? We ain't here no more. Yeah, Gay. We got
Gay.
Moody. We got Moody, man. We worry about some made for it. I mean, we were worried about kicks. But we got Moody. He kicked in cold
Right,
weather in Michigan. He used to this, man.
right,
He for this. He built for
right.
this. He built
Yeah,
for this.
yeah. And I mean, hey, just because you're down too many players out here, y'all, and so on defense,
Mm-hmm.
on offense, you're not. So when I tell you my bar for the offense was real high last week, and
Mm-hmm.
I was terribly disappointed, along with everybody else on earth. That was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
And yeah, I've been saying it. I'm like, when I'm gonna go back to the question of the year, Paul calls it, right? The
Mm-hmm.
question of the year. When I said, "Did you think about calling any plays?" Everybody assumed I was talking about defense. I said he could have called the whole game, all of them, as far as I was concerned, and
Mm-hmm.
that was in Dallas. Not being able to score is not going to be a very good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Use your
No,
clues on that one because,
yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
No, I'm with you. I'm,
So, tight ends. It was somebody else. It was another position group. The receivers. Duh, Candy. The receivers, because you didn't see them last week.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah. I mean, you playing. You know what? I ain't going to talk about that. Somebody made a one-handed catch, and all of a sudden his reps went down. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just crazy to me. You start relying on him. He made a one-handed catch. He was making plays, and all of a sudden, certain people came back, and you were like, "Nah, we don't need him out anymore. We ain't gonna get those reps anymore." Okay, that makes sense.
Or he wasn't get those
Got to give him to
targets.
Noah
He wasn't getting
Brown.
those
No
targets and those
catches
He
reps.
last
wasn't. He
week.
wasn't getting the targets, right?
Yeah,
He
and his
wasn't.
reps too went down compared to the like.
His reps went down, but he
Yeah,
definitely didn't get the targets. No.
yeah, that either. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay,
which I,
I'll do.
which I was completely wrong about. I did come on the pregame show last week and said, "Yeah,
Oh,
of
did you?
course you're going to see Traylon.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely."
oh,
I,
okay.
I
Oh,
said, "Yeah, absolutely." I said,
I
"Absolutely." You should see Traylon Burks. They didn't know, so I was wrong. I was terribly wrong on
no,
that.
I'm not. I thought he would. I thought after. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
I think anybody would think that though. Candy, like you're not. Look, I'm gonna be bluntly honest, and this is like the realest thing. Period. Like I don't think anybody in football watching ability would think that Noah Brown. And I guess this is no shade on Noah Brown. Like this is no shade, but no one would
He is
think
a,
that.
he a captain thing.
Yeah, I know that's just the wild. That's another wild. That's a wild thing to me.
I'm
I feel like
explain
people
it.
be
I think I
trolling.
know what it
I think
is.
folks be trolling. I think folks be trolling like I don't know what. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like they be seeing these tweets. They be like, well, you know what? We gonna make Noah the captain. They be trolling.
He's done a lot to get back playing. He has done a
I
lot.
know. I've heard that though. I've heard
God
that.
bless. God
Yeah,
bless
God
him.
bless him.
Lord knows. God bless him
Mm,
because he's been through a lot and
mm.
he's battled back in a strong way. So I understand. Hey, and he did draw a PI
That's great, man.
last week. He
That's
did.
great.
I was like,
That's such a great
oh,
thing, man. That's
He
so
drew a
great.
PI, and he's a nice guy, right, Wole?
Yeah, he's a very. I'm sure
y'all
he's a
want to
very
hear?
nice guy.
Y'all want to hear? He is, by the way. He
See, I
really is.
told you. I know he's a nice guy. So.
And so I want to tell y'all a story because I know y'all like my stories.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Last Sunday in Minneapolis at US Bank. I don't even know what happened. The whole thing was a disaster. So I don't know which part of the game it was. It was toward the end. I don't know what happened. I got up from my seat and I saw Santana Moss, and Lake was standing there talking to Santana. I don't even know what I said, y'all. I really don't. I mean, maybe what I found today. I'm gonna say, Santana, what did I even say?
Mhm.
And all he looks at me and says is, Candy, don't start. Please don't start. He was like, because he said, because when you get started, it is hard for you to stop, and you gonna send us all over the edge. He was like, just don't start. And I was like,
Mhm.
all right, I'm just gonna go take a walk. And I have no idea what I said. Who knows at that point? But
Mm.
I hope I don't have another one of those moments where I don't even remember what I said.
Don't worry, you won't. It probably will be in those moments. You probably won't remember what you said. I'm telling you, man. Like I question a lot of stuff, man. I do. I question a lot of stuff. I mean, that one was like, yeah. I didn't, especially when somebody has shown that's one. And maybe I'm super high on Treylon Burks now. Like he's a kid that like a first round pick, and then he's showing promise here. And when he's getting the opportunities, making plays when given targets. I mean, then all of a sudden,
So give him the opportunities.
he just needs the opportunity. Obviously, he's a person that needs opportunities because he's been productive when he's out there. He's been a playmaker when he's been out there.
It's no reason for him. It's no reason for him not to get the football.
That's what I'm saying. There's no reason. Like just like it's for instance, like Terry coming back. Terry's making plays off the rip, right? He's making plays off the rip. That's like me saying, "Oh, next week I'm not going to give him touches anymore." You know what I'm saying? Like that don't make any sense. If somebody making plays, like I'm not gonna go away from Debo Samuels. Debo, if he's making plays, that don't make no sense. I ain't gonna be like Debo. I'm gonna subtract your reps next week. You know, you may have had like a 2 touchdown game, but I'm gonna subtract your reps next week. No, that is not that should be a thing. I don't care. Like I don't know. I'm just
it was bizarre. It was bizarre. It's the same thing that like what happens to the run game where it just goes away.
Like just like Chris Rodriguez stuff. Seriously. Seriously.
It's the things that make the most sense that they just stop doing and you can't figure it out. Why? I've been trying to do some fact finding though.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that one is harder to figure out. I mean, I have my own opinion, so I'll just share my opinion. You just too smart.
Yeah, I know it is.
You know what I mean? So if you can understand what I'm putting down, you're just super smart person. That the most simple things is complex for some reason. So I don't know. Is going to be today is going to be an interesting day. It is. It's I mean, because when they play Dallas and then Philly back to back, or Philly, then Dallas, then Philly again, you know that they're trying to win those football games. You know they're trying to win those football games. Yeah. They need those games to try to solidify their spot in the division and just wherever they land, you know, playoff wise. They're really going to try to win those football games. Today, this is for pride today. This is for pride and ego today. Yeah. A 2-win team versus a 3-win team.
Whoever loses is gonna be better off, man. They don't get a good draft pick, man. That's all I care about.
Well, look, maybe the franchise, but the individuals will not be better.
Well, some of these individuals need to go. I ain't gonna lie. I know some of these individuals need to go. I ain't gonna lie.
Whoever loses game, somebody's just gonna be out of job.
Oh, and I get you.
A better draft pick doesn't matter as much if you've got the guy at quarterback, and both these franchises think they've got the guy.
No, it does matter when you can get somebody on the other end that can match that energy on the other side. The Giants are lucky because they got a dude on the other side that eventually will match that energy of the quarterback and Abdul Carter. Yeah, they're going to be fine. Washington got another dude on the other side that matches that energy.
We've been talking a lot about draft picks and I'm gonna just continue to say what I always say: winning teams don't care about draft picks because they have excellent talent evaluators that they pick late in the draft anyway, unless they trade. So while it may give them a higher draft pick, it will be a bad day for whoever loses this football game.
I got you. Hey, Candi, before we let you go, how can folks catch you on social media and catch your great content for Bowie TV? Your great content.
Yeah, because I mean, I was posting stuff. Y'all say Frankie and Duran out there with no shirt and shorts on.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm just saying.
Frankie Simone, he don't care.
He does not care at all. At CWall SE, everybody. At CWall SE on X. You can find Bowie TV Sports or Bowie TV on all platforms. Make sure you're following. Make sure you subscribe. You can find me on Instagram, CEO CWall, or Candi Waller on Facebook. And the words of Coach Prime, I ain't hard to find, and that's real. Now, if I end up getting a little quiet on X, y'all know why. Because if you watching the game, I'm gonna be like, look, I don't know what y'all want me to say. What am I supposed to say? I don't have anything to say. And so I have to find Santana to be like, what did I say last week? He'll be like, oh no. So we'll see you guys. This is gonna be this little stretch is gonna be a long one.
Yeah, we'll see.
Month, so
miss coaching from the couch tomorrow night. Unless you're mean, you got BC to worry about. Don't miss it.
Yeah, do not miss it. Wole and I will be on tomorrow night at 7:30. And I shared with Wole. This is a spoiler alert. I've been doing a lot of fact finding. I told y'all last week. I said, hey, listen, I already know where I'm at. I'm trying to get all the facts that I need now to help to frame what do they need. What do they need for the future? That's why I'm watching, and I'm like, somebody better impress me because I'm gonna be knocking you off my roster and my staff list. So it's a lot of fact finding that I've been doing around some injuries, takeaways, why they can't get them. It's a slew of things, including running the football. Why that hasn't happened consistently. So we're gonna get to some of the bottom of some of this, and so I'm trying to be on top of it so that I'm educated myself because I don't understand, and I want to understand, and then share with you all what I can share. So I'm excited about the show tomorrow because, like I said, I've moved on mentally because I got to figure. I'm watching for a very clear purpose, and it ain't to watch them win the football game. It'd be nice if they did, but that's not what I'm watching for.
Yeah.
So, and I hate to say that. And I hate to say that with 4 games left in the season because that's kind of bad. There's like teams still fighting, and it's like, so all right.
But hey, Candi, appreciate you. We'll catch
Candi.
All right, see you guys.
See you, Candi. Glen, what's good, Glen? What is good, my God?
Nothing much, fellas. How y'all doing, man?
Glen, why is it's so dark over there, Glen? It's so dark.
I know it's dark, man. I gotta fix the light. I'm downstairs in the library. I'm trying to find me a brighter spot.
Good, man.
I'm trying to find a quiet spot in the bowels of the church.
I know that's right. Well, hey, man, we're glad you're here, man. DC Slim say he's glad to see you too as well.
And dressed in the Sunday best. Sunday.
Everybody giving my man Glen his flowers, man. Everybody giving my man Glen his flowers. All right, so she had a lot of interesting things to say. How I kind of took it was. Yeah, Cliff on the hot seat for real. That's how I look at it. Secondly, I mean, I knew where she was going with like players. I knew where she was going with players like trying to say their jobs, so they're gonna play, or coaches are trying to say their jobs. But that's to me goes against the whole player development thing, though. So because if it's all about player development, some guys I feel like need to be put in that situation to see if they can do it. It's the same reason why, and I'm gonna get you, Glen, so I'm gonna let you go. It's the same reason why I said that I want Jayden to be in the pocket and throw the football from the pocket if he's going to play. If he's going to play, I want him to do things he's uncomfortable doing because it's better for his development. Same goes for these other individuals. The guys because everybody has players that they believe in, that they know to their core believe that they're like, the Ben Sitter ain't that good, then they're not going to put them in situations to fail. I know that for a fact. I'm not going to, they're not going to say go run a route and beat a dude one-on-one. They're not going to do that to him. But I know they like Jordan McGee a lot. So I do want to see Jordan McGee play middle linebacker. Like, I do want to see that. And he should play a lot of it. But go ahead, Glen.
Now, I'm going to say this, man. Some of the guys who are auditioning for jobs, do you really want them back?
Exactly. That's too.
See, that's my thing. That's my thing. Is like the guys who are auditioning, you ain't played hard in the last 13 games. Right? So what makes you think now you got 4 left that you're going to play a miraculous turn on? I love Bobby Wagner. Kind of retired, right? Yeah. There's some players, Chris Moore. Bye. See you later. Right? Noah Brown. It was good. You couldn't stay healthy. Talk to you later. So there's some people and there's also a lot of 1-year deals. So
that's what I'm saying.
These 1-year deal people, if they didn't perform this year, if they didn't perform, clean house. Let them go. Hey, you bring in new people, new blood, the new coaches, any coaching staff, people that you think didn't perform. Hey, you let them go. And that's the way you got to do it. Not that Washington can't just blame injuries, right? Because the other organizations had injuries and they still winning. Can't do that. You look at this point with 4 games left, you look at performance. Who performed in their job? Who performed in their place? And so if they didn't perform and it wasn't injured and you didn't perform, you had an opportunity. I'm going to use this as a wrestling weekend. You had an opportunity to grab the brass ring and you didn't grab it. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't grab the brass ring, you didn't perform, and so that's what they need to do. And Taj, I don't want the Michigan job because I don't play in snow.
Hey, no, McGee. Look, Todd, you're the only one that has Bobby Wagner looking. I mean, McGee that thinks McGee looks bad. You're like the only one. So obviously, you got something against McGee. Like my guy needs to play middle linebacker, and he's playing out of position. He still gets a bunch of tackles. You look, stop, leave my man alone. But I will say this though, like I think all these dudes need to get burned. I think Ben Sinnott needs to get burned doing what Bates does a little bit more. You know what I mean? Play him in that role a little bit more. Like I just think that some of these dudes like need work. I get what she was saying, like say people still save their jobs, but to Glen's point, if you're not going to be here, if some of these players I believe aren't going to be here next year, and they haven't played at that high of a level for me to worry about benching them or not. To be bluntly honest with you, like for real, they haven't played that high. Like I want to see, like you did a high an early second round pick in Newton. I want to see Drazan play a lot. Like I want him to like a lot of reps. I got to see if maybe he's the type of dude that needs to be out there more to get his rhythm in. There's some guys who are like that. You know what I mean? I need to see just these games to me. I don't care about the wins and losses. They don't bother me. That does not, for most fans, at this point in time, that shouldn't really impact you unless you're playing against like a hated team. Like I know George talking about the Giants is one of his hated teams. The Giants are one of my hated teams growing up, but like not this Giants team. This Giants team down. I can give two. You know what about? They don't do nothing for me. The Cowboys and the Eagles. Yes, it would feel great to beat those teams. I won't even lie to you. But also, if you're trying to be, it's all about the progression of this ball club. These games don't mean enough for me not to worry about the production of these young guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. The production, like to me, the growth of these young guys are way more important to me. To guys that I truly believe in are way more important to me than Bobby Wagner coming back, than Von Miller coming back, than try and name other players. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Those two, I mean, there's other players obviously, but like those, they matter. Those guys, like the young guys matter to me. Like I'm not high on Medrano like everybody else, like some other folks are, but I know people want to see him play. I get it. But Ben Sinnott, I want to see what Ben Sinnott could do. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta see what I want them to put these guys in their right positions so we can know what they are. Wagner, like McGee is playing outside linebacker. He's not playing middle linebacker, but he's drafted. We went to in Temple. He was a middle linebacker. So what? And he was a tackling machine. Well, we got glimpses of that, him playing outside or playing weak side or strong side. We got glimpses of that. You know what I'm saying? He's able to do that. He's able to tackle from that position. Could you imagine him playing middle linebacker? You know what I mean? Because Todd, I know you like Todd, but you're judging him playing out of position too. That's what I'm saying. Like you're judging him playing out of position.
But I beg a differ on that one because if you're back outside, if you're inside, if you're a linebacker, you should be able to play outside and inside.
You know, I think he's okay. I think he's been okay outside personally. Yeah. Todd is like he looks at all that like you're gonna get beat by a wide receiver. You don't get like you're gonna get beat by a wide receiver regardless. He doesn't get beat like that.
Linebackers ain't running 4-3.
Yeah, but he doesn't get beat like that. I don't like again. Todd has his own how he views them. He don't get beat like that compared to like a Bobby Wagner. He's been beat by some dudes, but yeah, people get beat. Period. That no one's perfect, but he hasn't got beat like to a point where you'd be like, damn, McGee got beat again. He's not been that type of player.
Yeah, but some of that scheme too, because again, we don't know what they're asking the running back to do. I mean, the linebacker to do. Are the linebacker covering the slot? Is he taking number 3 receiver? Right, inside backers most time end up with number 3, which is usually the running back. So some of that scheme, and he's not there in coverage. Some linebackers are not good coverage linebackers. I got to watch more McGee. He did play a lot more last week. But as Wole, to your point, he played outside backer, not inside. Yeah. Because again, they're not going to take Wagner off the field. The dude played not. He played 100% of the snaps last week. So
and he's not even healthy. That's
he's not even healthy. He's playing 100% of the snaps.
That's what I'm saying. He's not, and that's my thing. Is like you kind of got to out though. And no, even not a knock on him, but you got to out. Like he ain't even healthy. Like if he ain't healthy, like then try like just say, hey Bob, we're gonna sit you this 1 week. You know what I'm saying? Let's play the young dude. Hey DC, somebody believe with you, bro. I'm with you, bro. I think he a beast. I like his film in college, man. I think he like that. I just think that they don't. I don't know, man. It is. Again, my goal for Bobby Wagner and McGee was Bobby to teach McGee, and then when Bobby retires, McGee can jump into that middle linebacker position. But you also got to put your feet. Like you got to give him an opportunity to play that position a little bit. Like you know what I'm saying, a little bit before Bobby's gone, because then you don't really you won't know 110%. You know what I'm saying? Just put in something. You know what I'm saying? So Sorry to pepper the questions. No problem. You good, man. Keep asking questions. Let's ask this question.
Keep asking questions.
Yeah. Many of the vets brought into play and said Sanders won't be back. Ertz, Eckler as examples. Who steps up to set the standard going forward? They're gonna have to sign like one. They probably have to get. You can't get rid of all your vets. I don't believe in that. Like you do have to have some vets. The vets they have now, I don't know. Like you can't. I don't think you bring back Bobby Wagner. But you got to bring back a vet. I don't know. You may sign a vet. You can sign a vet. Maybe Von Miller. He's way cheaper. Maybe.
But look at our conversation though. Look at our conversation. Our conversation is on one side of the football, right?
Yeah.
Our conversation is on the defensive side of the football, talking about the vets that we need to get rid of, right? Or that you want Washington to get rid of, because again, they and that defense need help. I mean, Deron Payne, we don't know his contract situation. He may not be coming a vet. He's a vet, right?
Yeah, he may not.
Payne may be gone. How long did they sign Kinlaw for? Did he get 1 year deal too?
No, he got 3. He got good money. He got 3 years.
He got good money. So you got Kinlaw coming back next year. So
he's not a vet. He's still young. He's like
But I want to see that combination of Kinlaw and Johnny and Newton, right? Instead of Deron Payne. See what I'm getting next year, right? Yeah. So now on that side of the ball, when you talk about guys, Quan Martin, I think his contract may be up this year, right?
I think
Quan is contract up. So what do we get Quan? Everybody likes Quan, but Quan can't tackle.
Quan's had a bad. Now he's regressed. He
regressed. So again, some of those guys that were people that we like, it's time for them to go. Also, who I really want to see perform today is that tight end crew, because Zach Ertz is gone. I want to see the Yankoffs, the Ben Stennis of the world. What can you do? What value do you add to this Washington Commanders team because they select you? There's no Zach Ertz, so it's all on you now. Can you add value to the offense when you got a healthy Terry McLaurin for the most part? You got a healthy Deebo Samuels. What does this tight end position offer to the Washington Commanders? Because everybody's hyped about tight ends and all this. Can Yankoff, Stinnett, and those guys produce today?
Hey, Taj, I'm with you, dog. Like I've been a Kyle Pitts supporter. Now my man going ham. Kyle Pitts is going ham. Quan Martin has one more. He's a year left.
Kirk Cousins of all people.
Yeah, Quan Martin has a year left on. He's still on the team next year. He's on. He's here 2026. It's cheap. I mean, he's still on his rookie deal though. They haven't extended him. He's still on his rookie deal. It hasn't expired yet. 2026 he'll be on the. He'll still have a contract. Yeah, I'm with you on all of that. Like I just think that, but you do have to. Like I think you need a vet on both sides. Both sides. You need a vet on offense and a vet on defense because this team still will be so young. But they have two. But you know what? They got Doris Armstrong. I think Doris Armstrong's been in the league long enough, so he's a vet. You know what I mean? Real talk. Will Smith. I mean, it's not Will Smith. What's his name? Will Harris. Will Harris. He's a vet. He's older. He's not really young. I thought he was young. He's not young. So they got vets. Like they got vets. They mean, now you talking about vets who've been in the big game and done it before. Yeah, that's still a little different. Who's been in the big game, but they got vets. They'll have vets on their team. They just won't have like the vets that they've had, like a guy like Bobby Wagner, who's been a Super Bowl champion, a Von Miller. But you can bring. I think Von Miller be relatively cheap and a player you could still bring back because he wasn't supposed to be an every down player. He was supposed to be a rotational player. So you could arguably bring back a Von Miller and just make sure he's not. You have him just on certain downs to rush the passer, not playing first and second down. Like you just can have him on third down. So you could bring him back.
You could, but if I can get somebody younger who can do the exact same thing, I'm going that route.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I'm just saying just for a mentor. That's all I'm saying. Like for like a vet. But yeah, you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying you could. I'm not saying you have to.
And, some of the guys got the question too. Like, okay, we talked about players back, and I know what coaches would you bring?
We already talked about Candi Waller. Pretty much kept it. She made it seem like Cliff on a hot seat for real.
Yeah, I'm talking about position coach because Daryl Tapp was the defensive position coach, not the head coach or OCs. Because Daryl Tapp, because there's some position coaches that I thought performed well. There's some position coaches. I don't care who the DB coach got to go.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like no one. I mean, it's hard to fight for any coach. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If you're bringing in a new coordinator, you're probably going to bring in all new position coaches anyway.
Oh yeah, all position coaches come in.
Yeah,
but the question is, but the last report is that Dan Quinn wants to be the DC next year. He didn't say about bringing.
I didn't hear that.
I'm down on that. I'll just say that
I hear that.
down on that.
He mentioned in the press conference that he's considering that being the DC.
Yeah, I know he's considering it. I didn't think there was a guarantee. They got
definitely.
He got
AP's got to put the kibosh on that.
I mean, it's better.
Away.
Well, I'm gonna say the same thing I said before. If he want to be the defensive coordinator, then you better give him the help. Bring him the pieces that he definitely needs to make his defense go do what it does. It can't be this bargain basement thing. If he believes that if he wants to be defensive coordinator, he knows the level of what he needs. Like he does know that. I will say he's been doing it for a while. He knows the exact players, the kind of players he needs to be good. And I'm talking about skill, not physical ability. I'm talking about skill. He knows. So if that's the case, you better go in free agency and bring in people that really fit that model, and don't bring in guys that you just want to bring in guys just to bring in guys. Bring in guys who can really fit that model. Yeah. Like not any guy. You bring in guys who really, and I mean high quality guys, not guys who getting on a bargain. I mean guys who you know are elite at what they do.
And high motor, not just high quality. I want
high motor, like a real high motor.
High motor, high energy. Yeah. Who brings? There's no energy here, right? Yeah. And so want to see that high motor, high energy. And DC Slim, man, you're starting to wear on me because I'm starting to feel like you every day because I think he may have to go too. Man, you wearing me down, DC. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you on this.
What do you say?
He's talking about Dan won't be here next year. We will lose 10 in a row, but we are not lost. If they lose 10 in a row, if they lose today, DC, I'm on your bandwagon. If they lose today, I'm on your bandwagon. Dan got to go.
Dang, DC Slim is like that pastor that just gets people to the congregation like thoroughly. He is that dude right now because he got you. He about to get you. He got Paul. Like Paul's singing this tune like crazy now. Like DC Slim John. I ain't gonna lie, DC Slim, you be winning on the low, bro. Can't hate, bro. You be winning on the low.
The only reason I said that today because the New York Giants is a bad football team. The New York Football Giants is a bad football team.
They are bad. Man, we a bad football team. Everybody got to stop doing that, man. We a bad football team. Everybody keeps saying the other team is a bad, like they one game worse than us, man. What we doing here?
It's the basement bowl, man. We playing so we don't be in the basement.
Man, everybody keep doing like they keep like omitting this team like they're a good team. This team's a bad team, man. It is. It is what it is. You know, you've seen a bad team before. Like you got beat. This is a bad team. They got beat 31-0 to the Minnesota Vikings. They're a bad team.
But he hasn't lost the locker room though.
That's what everybody keeps saying, man. That's what everybody keeps telling me.
I think today's going to be the real test of that. I think today's the real test of that because they have had to have heard everything that's been going on in the ether. They can say they don't. That's bull. You know they've heard what people have been saying on the radio,
they've heard all of it.
Television, and everything. And if they come up and give up and they put up a stinker like what last week was, then you know that they're out. You know they're checked out. You know it's done.
If Jackson Dart looked like a superstar today, they were in trouble.
Oh, well, but Jackson Dart's good. It's not even that. It's that
Jackson Dart's good.
Jackson Dart's good. You can't even put a competitive effort out there.
I'm talking about good because you got no league neighbors. You have no running game.
He's been good. He's been all right even without that. Like he's been good.
Yeah.
Without.
Remember, he hasn't had league neighbors for one snap.
Yeah,
this year.
bro. He's been good. He's been good.
If you have no running game, he should not be able to get over 250 yards today.
He's done it already though. Like my point is, he's done it already though. He's done it. Yeah. He's had good games without scattered. He's been good. Like he's good. Like Jackson Dart ain't like I like JJ McCarthy. Jackson Dart's been better than JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to like I'm not going to do that. Like I laughed at the draft pick initially. Nah, dude is a baller. Nah, dude is a fat baller.
And Paul, to your point, I know I've seen them score points, but they also make a lot of mistakes. They score points, but they make a lot of mistakes.
See, Glen, you doing that commander stuff, bro. We bad, bro. Look, Glen, we make a lot of mistakes.
We make a lot of mistakes, and we're a bad football team. Yeah. Trust me, we are a bad football team.
Yeah,
terrible bad.
They put 30-something on Denver. We couldn't. They put 30-something on Denver and should have won.
I mean, and let's just say this: we're talking about how bad they are. They've been bad on defense most of this year.
They have been bad on defense.
Washington can't move the football on them like last week against Minnesota.
I agree. Now that's what you got to. It can't be like
because that defensive coordinator if he ain't getting fired, well, he's getting fired at the end of the year. Shane Bowen, they're getting rid of him. So
everybody getting fired in New York. It's just like everybody getting fired in Washington. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's my point. Like what you said earlier. Like Georgia's perfect. Like the argument should be like, yeah, if we don't score on their defense, that should be the argument because their offense can score on people. They've done that. Like, and on our defense, you can move the ball on our defense. It ain't like you can't. You can score on our defense. So, yeah. Like, this is why it's a 50-50 game. I don't know what it be like. I don't know what folks be. It's a 50-50 game.
It is a 50-50 game.
It's a 50-50 game. Are the Giants favored? I'm saying probably favored.
Yeah, slightly. Like, I think it was
exactly. I know what I'm talking. Like, I know, like.
Hey, look, Todd, we stink, man. It's like that skin that, as my grandma would say, man, you smell like onions up in here. You smell like onions. We stink. Like onions. We stink, man. We stink.
I know it's
something to say. Taj, a lopsided win would mean at least these players are still fighting for Dan Quinn and they're still engaged. Because that's the question. That's the question coming out of last week. Because that team did not look like it was fighting for the coach. It did not look engaged at all after they got stopped on the goal line. So that's what a lopsided win to me. If they go in there and beat the Giants' brains in, then at least I can say to myself that, okay, first we beat the Giants, which will make me happy. And second, these players really still are engaged and they want to show something this last month. Because it's going to get a lot tougher after this week. But if they get blown out, then I'm where Glen is and I'm where DC Slim is. And it's okay. It's time to get rid of these people.
You'll see how desperate Dan Quinn is. You'll see how desperate everybody is by play calling today.
Yeah.
By play calling, you'll see how desperate this staff is about trying to save their job. I've been in locker room where coach probably was a dead man walking, and it's not good. And the players.
I mean, look, we saw it 2 years ago when we all knew Rivera was getting the boot, and they were going for the high pick, and everybody wanted them to lose, and they did. And they had a couple of competitive efforts, but most of their efforts were pretty terrible at the end of the year. Let's be honest. This is a little bit of a different situation because we've got the quarterback, we think, and there's at least an argument to keep Dan Quinn at this point, not the coordinators, but Dan Quinn. So, but the question is this team really engaged? Do they really care enough about Dan Quinn being around to fight for him? Or are they already thinking about where am I going in the Caribbean for my vacation after the year's over?
All right, but we got to close the show out because the game's about to actually start.
Shoot, you're right. The game is about
to start. Predictions, real quick. Predictions.
I'm going to say New York Giants, man, 30-13.
At least that's a real – I like that score. I like that score a lot, actually. George, your prediction, bro.
It makes no sense, but I'm going to say 24-21 Washington. I don't want to see us lose 12 in a row to end the season, even if because I mean, you've made the point, and it's right about good teams don't fire coaches at 2 years in. But if they lose 12 in a row, I don't really think there's a case to keep Dan Quinn if that's the case.
I mean, what's the difference between 12 in a row and 11 in a row?
There is a difference.
Still ain't bad. Still bad. I mean, there's one more. You're right. One more game. You get fired right now if you need it to be. Yeah, man, I gotta keep my draft thing, man. They can lose this game for all I care. 24-10 Giants, man. I'm trying to get this pick, man.
By the way, thank everybody in the chat that we had such good discussions that we carried ourselves into the kickoff.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
The chat was popping today. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate y'all. All right, fancy pick for today.
Terry McLaurin.
Yankoff. You say Terry McLaurin?
I like it, Glenn.
Man, I want to be Treylon Burks so bad.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But Noah Brown's a captain. They be trolling. I know they troll. That's a trolling move.
They don't take Noah Brown off the field.
They trolling. That's a troll. They know what they're doing.
Look at the snap count for last week.
I know. I know, but they trolling. That's what it is. They trolling like crazy. That's some disrespectful stuff. I'm gonna pick Bill. You know what I'm saying? Since I heard B-Rob out.
There we go. Let's go, Bill.
I need Bill. He's my fantasy league. Almost playoff time. I need Bill.
I'm gonna go with Bill. Hey guys, we appreciate y'all pulling up. Don't forget to tune into our post-game show directly after the game. That should be roughly like 4:15. And then hopefully we're talking about a loss so I can keep my my draft narrative going. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it a bean. I really want the top 3 pick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to have one of them dudes. I'm sorry. I want to have a Jayden Daniels on defense. I'm sorry, right? If that pisses people off, I'm sorry.
Top 3 pick of the easy schedule next year.
Bruh. Hey, Glen, now you vibing me, right? Glen, you vibing me? What?
Yeah.
So that kind of worked. I'm just saying, it kind of worked. Anyway, man, don't we'll be streaming on all platforms, IG, YouTube, Facebook, also on X, but on X will be on at the Urban Sports Scene account on X. So make sure y'all pull up. Anyway, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search All Burgundy and Go Errrything. Also tweet us at ABG_Errrything. Like our All Burgundy and Go Errrything Facebook page, and hit us up on IG and TikTok at ABG_Errrything. If y'all watching this video right now, please hit that like button. It does great for our algorithms. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that red button to subscribe. Anyway, man, we appreciate y'all for pulling up. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Go Errrything, powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio, 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia, for ages. Ayedi deuces. We are out. Peace. That's me. I got it.